Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys. So I wanted to tell you, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it as well. I had someone come to me just the other day, and she said that she was very confused about the nature of Aquarius. She said that she knows a lot of different Aquarius. And she said that some Aquarius are extremely argumentative. Like, they will argue you down. Like, they will argue you like with facts and figures and a pie chart. She said these Aquarius will, not let it go. They will harp on a thing, a particular thing, until you scream uncle, basically. And she said then she knows other Aquarius like me who thinks that debating and arguing is a total waste of time. I had just posted a couple minutes ago a meme in the community section, and it said, "I'm not a debater. I just drop my knowledge and I drop the mic." And that's pretty much me. I say what I have to say and I move the hell on. I don't argue with people. I don't debate points. People try to do that to me all the time, and I just kind of ignore them and move on because I just don't care, And she said, what's the difference between the Aquarius who will debate and those of us who are vehemently against it? And my thing to her was, I was like, I don't really care about what the other person thinks. I don't care what somebody else thinks. I drop what I know, and that's it. Those who want to listen or learn more about it, that's cool, and those who don't, that's cool too. I don't really care. I'm not invested in other people thinking the way that I do. I'm just invested in dropping some things for people to think about and then kick it around if they like it, and if they don't, then trash it and move on, So she wants to know, why is there such a big dichotomy with Aquarius in this area? I think that it's because that's a young Aquarius's game. I think young Aquarius like to argue, and some of us just never grow out of it, and some of us do. I think that it's kind of like sparring. When I was a young Aquarius, arguing and debating was like sparring, and it was fun. Have you ever seen two karate experts spar each other? Or think about Apollo Creed boxing Rocky in the movie. Watching two greats go at it, and that's what keeps them sharp, and it's kind of fun. It's fun for the two people that are involved, So, and it can, like I said before, keep their skills a little bit sharp, So it can be a good thing. And I think, like I said, young Aquarius really like it for that reason. Plus, young Aquarius, we think we know everything. So we think you're wrong anyway. So we're going to prove our point. And we're so adamant about proving our point. But as we get older, many of us grow out of it because we become more free-spirited. So we become more like detached from other people's thought processes. You see? We don't really care after a while what other people think. If they think erroneous shit or if they think right shit, it doesn't matter after a while. So I think that we just mature out of it. And also, people tell me you learn a lot from people when you debate with them. Yeah, but you learn a lot from watching YouTube videos. You learn a lot from reading books. You learn a lot from other methods. I don't have to argue with people to learn other points of view. I can just read. I don't need it for that. So I think that as Aquarius get older, many of us just kind of age out of it. And like I said, we begin to realize how pointless it really is. Because remember, the last time we were talking about arguing and debating, I told you that nobody's listening to you. You're arguing your point, you're harping on your point, but you're not really changing the other person. Most people leave the argument still thinking exactly what they thought when they came into the argument. Most people didn't even hear what you said. That's the part that irritates me. Because I'm like, I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my breath. I'm wasting all my good knowledge. And you didn't even hear me? So I just feel like it's a waste. So yeah, some Aquarius are on it. Some Aquarius love it. Some Aquarius do it all the time. Some Aquarius, you cannot say anything to them because they're going to argue. They're going to argue their point. And then there are other ones like me who probably going to ignore you. People try to start arguments with me all the time. I mostly just ignore them. Or even debates. They'll be like, Queen, I would love to debate you on this topic. And I'm like, that doesn't interest me in the least bit. I don't, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why not? Because it doesn't interest me. I have no interest in proving my theories to you. At all. I put them out there. And I have a lot of theories, as you guys know. And I put them out there. And if you agree, you agree. You don't, you don't. I don't see that as being detrimental in that kind of way. Now, some things that people believe are dangerous, such as ideas about inferiority, of races or of women or things like that. Some ideas do become dangerous. The ideas that the Nazis had ended up exterminating like 6 million people. The idea of white supremacy is what started the slave trade. So, sometimes ideas, I do care about them because they are detrimental, but most of the time it's not that deep. Most of the time, think about it, you're arguing at 3 a.m. on Facebook about what's better, flats or drums when you get wings. Come on, like those are the kind of arguments that people have. How do you put the toilet paper, over or under? I've seen that argument. Most of the arguments I have seen are stupid, first of all. And the ones that are of any merit, like I said before, it's just a pointless waste of time that you're up arguing about polyamory at 2 o'clock in the morning in a Facebook group with a bunch of people who it doesn't matter what they think anyway. You're not marrying them. You see? So some of us have come to that. And I think that comes with maturity. I think it comes with time. And I think it comes with, learning different ways of learning and different ways of being open and different ways of relating with people. I find it okay for people to have other ideas different than my own. I find that to be normal. I don't expect everybody to agree with everything that I say. And I don't care, they don't have to, So I think that's what it is. And then like you have the other Aquarius who haven't come to that point yet. They haven't matured to that point. And to them it's still fun. I couldn't think of anything more boring to do, but to them it's fun. And I think that a lot of them have something to prove. And I don't really have anything to prove. I'm 42 years old. I live my best life and I live on my own terms. What am I proving to anybody? I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I do me and that's it. So I think that those Aquarius are still trying to prove themselves or prove, their smarts or, like just, get people to see how intelligent they are, that kind of thing. And I'm well beyond that, and some Aquarius are never in that space. They never see that as even being important because they're such free spirits already that they have this live and let live kind of attitude. Some of us have that from the jump. So they never even go into that space of being a debater or an arguer, So if you see an Aquarius who's constantly like that, 9 times out of 10, they're trying to prove something. And they're usually trying to prove it to themselves. It's usually not even about the people around them. They're trying to prove that they are or aren't something to themselves. And these debates and these arguments, if they can win, it makes them feel like they've accomplished something. But I don't need validation from other people to feel like I accomplished something. So I think that's the difference. And many of them, like I said before, will probably age out of it. Because like I said, Aquarius to me become more free as we get older. To me, we become more free, we become more independent, and we become less reliant on what other people think and feel. Many of us never are in that space. And then the ones of us that are in that space, many of us age out of that space eventually. So that's what I think it is. And I have run across Aquarius like that. I don't argue with them. I don't argue with an Aquarius that has something to prove. Because like I said, I don't, would be the first reason. And the second reason is, even if they're wrong and I'm right, I just don't see a point. I don't see a point in it at all. So I would recommend, if you know an argumentative Aquarius, that you don't even bother going through that process, because it's not going to do anything for you and it's not doing anything for them. And as a matter of fact, I would tell them that I disliked when they came over being argumentative, and please don't do that. I would just put it out there like, I do not like this. Because like I said before, it's not helping anybody. Live and let live. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on. And underneath this video is all my contact information in case you want a reading or you want to reach out to me. All right, guys, come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.